Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get the Flamebreaker title and the Flameward Hippogryph. Now, both of these are rewards from completing all of the different achievements that are associated with the Molten Front. Molten Front was a daily quest area. It was added in patch 4.2, Rage of the Firelands and Cataclysm, and let me tell you something, it's going to take you guys a while. And I was actually just going to read you the achievements. My warrior bot figured, you know what, we're going to be going big dick in this video, and so I'm going to be on my druid. I'm going to redo everything, and I'm going to be with you all steps away. So this is going to be, you see this right here, flying through Hydro on your Flameward Hippogryph with your Flamebreaker title. This is going to be you at the end of the video. Okay, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get there. First thing you need to do, by the way, and this has to do with Veteran of the Molten Front, and also, well, Veteran of the Molten Front is the main achievement that's going to give you everything. Like, if you get this one, you also get the mount at the same time. And I'm talking to Sethria here, and the reason for that is there's a lot of, like, entry-level quests that you've got to do in order to unlock the dailies at the Molten Front. And so, the first, like, couple minutes of this video, I'm just going to be showing you guys where I went to make sure that you guys know how to actually unlock the Molten Front. I did a video on how to unlock the Molten Front, and it sucked, okay? And so I'm just going to be redoing the end quests, but just to let you guys know, you're going to have to do more quests than just to unlock the Molten Front in order to complete the Fireside Chat, because you're going to have to unlock Jared's Shadow Song to appear in the Molten Front. You have to do even more quests there. So what I would recommend is actually just completing all of the quests in Hydro up to where you get the achievement. I think it's, I don't remember actually what the name of the achievement for Hydro is. I think you have to complete 115 quests. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, just complete all the quests, and you should be pretty much good to go. This is the last quest here. Now, apparently, like, this Wisp is coming out, and then, like, the Druid is like, okay, here it is, and Protector of Animals, Slayer of Dragons, that's dug fresh, by the way, and you know, this is what we're going to be doing this whole video. Now, honestly, I know a lot of you guys know how to do quests. You know, you don't need to be taking through this. You just want to see 1 or 2 different achievements, and so this is what I got. Now, in your description, you're going to be able to see different timestamps for whichever achievement you want to go directly to, so you don't have to watch the whole video, because it's going to be a pretty long one, and it has to be, right? It has to be. And so anyway, I wanted to show this whole thing and introduce this and make sure you guys know. And by the way, this took me, like, I'm going to tell you guys something right now. It took me like 2 to 3 months to do all these different quests, because it just takes a long time doing them every single day. And so y'all better like this video, because it took me way longer than any other video I've ever done, at least in terms of calendar time. And so I finished that quest. That was the last quest I needed, and I get the Guardians of Hydro Firelands Invasion quest, and this is what's actually going to unlock the Molten Front dailies. They're actually not quite the Molten Front dailies. That's actually stage 2, but it will unlock the, I guess, like what sets that in motion. And so anyway, you go ahead and you pick up that quest, and you go down here to, I think it's like the Sanctuary of Malorn, I believe. And it's going to take you, as I said, this is very quickly, and you can get into the Molten Front in the first day. And so you turn in this quest, and this one right here, I mean, this one is actually a real cock in the ass. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how it's supposed to work, because honestly, it's really annoying. And so this person right here, Leyara, this quest is bugged, and there's a lot of different things that you can do to try and unbug it and make it work, because if you just kill her normally, the usually won't give you credit. What I found worked for me is I hit her once, and I don't even think I had a weapon on, and I jumped off into the lake, and I waited for the NPCs to kill her, and that actually gave me credit. Now, at this point, I had tried it about 30 times. I'm not even kidding, I tried it about 30 times, and I still had not been able to do it. And so this was really, really annoying for me. But honestly, you can try this, you can try running away, you can try going out of combat and then flying away. I think it just has to do with the distance away from her you are. And this used to be for a lot of different people to be fighting her at the same time, and I really have no idea why it doesn't work, but all I do know is that it doesn't work. And so there it is. I did get credit, and honestly, if this doesn't work for you, check Wowhead. That's what I did. That's how I figured it out. And if this doesn't work for you, you might want to try another fix for it, because other than that, I have no idea. Now, after that, you can finally pick up that quest, and then there's some kind of like a thing, and you know, Lord Rylith pops up out of nowhere, and so I figure I'd take him out right now before he even gets to the Firelands. And I think I did, but he didn't drop any loot, unfortunately. And so you have like this little invasion quest, and this is what unlocks like your first 3 daily quests. And there's going to be daily quests that you complete out here in Hydro. Oh, and here comes the Moose. The Moose comes out. For whatever reason, everybody's dead now because it's the Moose. And this pretty much ends this invasion, and this is actually what unlocks the 3 daily quests that you can do in Hydro every day. And as you can see, Lord Rylith he's walking away, but he's not getting away. I'm gonna get him. And anyway, so after you unleash the Moose, and then you can actually start the daily quest. Now, there's going to be these little currencies, I think called Mark of the World Tree. And you're going to need, let's see, 150, let's see, 25, 150, 150, that's 325 times 125 times 3, that's 375, so that's 400, and then plus 300, so that's 700. 700 different marks of the world tree in order to complete all of the different parts of this quest, and this is all going to be for the Molten Front Offensive, because honestly, here, oh, it's only 20? Is it only 20? Okay, so it's only 695. Much better, isn't it? Anyway, so you just go ahead and you pick up these quests, and you're going to need to turn in the first 20, and you can do this on the first day, and this is what's going to actually unlock the Molten Front here. And so anyway, guys, pretty much you're just going to go around and you're going to be doing all the different quests around here, and it's going to be really easy for you to do. There's different ones that you do every single day, and eventually you can go ahead and turn them in. And there's the 20 of the little marks of the world tree, and then you have to go fight Leyara again. Now you're going to have to deal with this bitch a number of different times, and you have to, because this is actually for another quest called Legacy of Leyara. And again, a lot of these are going to complete themselves on their own as long as you just go through the natural flow of the quest. Now this, as I said, I mean, she's a complete bitch, and she killed Archdruid Hamul, sets him on fire, right? And honestly, the Flame Druid thing, it seems like it would be kind of a layup. Like, I think that they should probably think of a solution to fix this. So I guess they did, because Firelands is over. But they probably should have thought of it sooner, because now you got to pretty much resurrect Archdruid Hamul. I guess he had rebirth on himself, and go ahead and do that. And so after you have that happen, then you get this quest here, Gates of Hell. Now this is actually whenever you get into the Molten Front. Now I'm going to tell you something right now, just because I got a quick few seconds of dead time here, and you go just click on this portal, by the way. This is probably my favorite daily quest zone in the entire game. Like, it's better than Isle Clotanas, I think. It's better than the Argent Tournament. It's the best daily questing area in the entire game. And I really, really like the way that the questing flows. I like the choices that you're able to make. I like the rewards that you used to be able to get. There's just everything about this was awesome. And so I recommend anybody doing this, that wants to do this, because you can also get a pet out of this. You buy it for, I think it's like a little cash thing. My boy Austin got this pet in Cataclysm, and I actually didn't just get it. Sorry. Until recently today, but anyway, that's pretty much beside the point. Anyway, as soon as you go in here, you got to kill that guy, as you guys saw a minute ago, and then you have your entry level quests. You can start in this place, and you can do this every day. And you want to do these every day, because as soon as you unlock these, you have two more different, you can either get with the Shadow Wardens, or I think it's like the Druids of the Guardian Druids or something like that, and you have to turn in 150 marks of the world tree each for each one of them, and that's how to get the achievement. I forgot how to get the achievement Flawless Victory. You just kill one of those things in one hit, and I mean, like, guys, isn't that kind of true? You kill it in one hit, it's Flawless Victory. There you go. And so the next one here we're going to look at is King of the Spider Hill. King of the Spider Hill. And what you have to do here is, I'll show it on the map after I finish getting all the way up here, but what you have to do here is you have to target all these spiders and aggro them without damaging them, because obviously you're level 100 and you have scale up damage against them. And you go ahead and you target them, and each time that you hit one and it doesn't kill it, it will do a death grip to you. And so what you want to do there is, as soon as you get away from it, go ahead and use a ranged attack to kill the one that you were previously attacking, and just have them pull you all the way up to the top. And the Flawless Victory and King of the Spider Hill you can do as soon as you get into the Molten Front. And see, there it is, King of the Spider Hill. And this one is very, very easy to get, and you're going to be around in this area a whole lot. And as I said, I mean, this is like a 2-month endeavor, honestly, guys. I mean, this is some work, okay? And so anyway, there it is pretty much. I'll show you guys right here. There it is right there. It's in the Molten Front. You just go over there. It's about where the Forlorn Spire is. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, it's right there on the map. Anyway, so there's where it is. Very, very easy to do. This one, honestly, a lot of people are asking me for, like, tricks on how to do this. I don't really have a whole lot of tricks on how to do this, because it's just extremely fucking annoying. While you're on the quest, Protectors of Hyjal, whenever you have those little guys that come in, I guess, they're in your party and they help you, you have to wave at a select 6 of them, I believe. And it's very, very annoying, because Thessarian is one of them you have to wave at, who's Alliance only. Manrik is Horde only, so you have to coordinate this with somebody who's Horde. And honestly, it's extremely, extremely annoying. I heard that if you cross realm and then you you drop the quest and then you pick it back up, it will reset your followers, but that's still not going to help you with doing the other faction one. And so, guys, I really don't know what to tell tell you with this one. It's extremely, extremely annoying. And next one here is the Fiery Lords of Sethria's Roost. And this is what I forgot to honestly turn on the recorder before I had this guy. There's where he is, and he's right there. And it seems like whenever you kill one of these guys, the other one will spawn. And there's Fair Jarak. I can't even pronounce his name. Weird ass. I mean, what do you expect? It's a little magma lord. Probably can't even speak English. Okay. So anyway, you go ahead and you just have to kill all 4 of these, and then you're going to be done with this achievement. And this is another easy one. I don't even think that you need to have the Beyond the Quest to do it. And there's Kalimdor, again, a dog. And so, I did these like pretty much one after another. And so it seems to me like after you kill one of them, it will trigger the next one to respawn or to spawn period. I'm not entirely sure about that. And I think I didn't even cut this one, and I just went straight over and I got the baby Elisrazor, and I was able to kill that one as well. And honestly, these are relatively easy to find as well. Really, the only thing that you don't need to worry about is just flying around. Like, usually people forget about this area here. And there it is right there. There's, what's his name? Andraze. I remember I sold this guy the first day the patch came out. I felt like such a fucking boss. Anyway, I mean, it's like not really a big deal right now because I killed him like 2 hits. Anyway, there he is. He's dead. Fiery Lords of Sethria's Roost. I don't know how to pronounce that word, by the way. That's how you get that one done. Very, very easy to do. And the next one here, I actually just finished. This is what was holding me up from making this video. It's called Gang War, and what you have to do is while you're on a quest, Protectors of Hyjal, you have to beat somebody in a duel at the Sethria's Roost area, as you guys can see with all the different Pyro Lords. And so you can really coordinate this very easily with just another friend, or maybe somebody who's there and just trade wins with each other. It's very, very easy to do. Honestly, it took me a while because like I dueled other people. And the thing is that they kept winning, and so I actually had to have somebody pretty much let me win because this druid just sucks. And on top of the druid sucking, I also suck on the druid. And so the next achievement is called Ludicrous Speed, and you have to be on the quest, what's it called? Call the Flock, and it's one of the random 3 that can appear, or random, I think it's actually 5, that can appear outside in the Hyjal, and you come right over here, and it gives you like this little feather, and you click the feather, you turn into a bird, okay? And I don't even know why. I mean, I got travel form, but I guess this is a special bird that has like a special like resonating like squawk or something. And what you have to do is you have to collect all of these different birds without letting the stack fall off. I think you have to get 65 stacks of it. Now each one of the different birds gives you a different amount of stacks. I think the tiny baby birds give you 1 stack. The big birds, or the medium-sized birds, give you 5, and I think that the brown ones give you 15. And so pay attention to where they all are, and pretty much just go around and make sure that you just pick them all up without losing the buff. Now, if you mess this up, like I did the first like 500 times I did it whenever this came out, because there were other people around, you can just abandon the quest and pick it back up. And there it is. And so just make sure that you're always planning ahead on what you're going to pick up. And don't forget about the little birds. And more importantly, don't forget about the big birds. And it becomes easier as you do more of it because it will give you a faster speed. And so there it is. Honestly, this was my first time ever doing it. And so now, since this area isn't as populated, it's very easy to go around without a lot of competition and pick up all of the birds. I do this like when you want in the process of doing this this video, I was able to pretty much get the I guess like the criteria for this achievement every single day it was available, and it was really not that hard to do. Now, next one is called Infernal Ambassadors, and so you have to kill each of the different guys in a different way. And so Pyrochenis, kill them in 1 hit. It's real simple, and you'll get that one done. And the next one here is Molazgor. Now, this one is very, very annoying to do. Sometimes you can hit her, and it doesn't always work. Honestly, what I pretty much did is I would just, just kill her in 1 hit, and it worked pretty much every single time, but sometimes it didn't. And so if that does happen, again, abandon the quest and just try it again. It's kind of weird. Next one is Leyara, is a core hound, and let's see, there it is, it's done. And so very, very easy to do. Again, a lot of these, because you have this such a high scaling damage, it pretty much invalidates a lot of the difficulty that would exist. Now, Gangules is just, he's a fucker, okay? And so I gotta show you guys how this works. Now, he's got a lot of health, and so don't really worry about killing him in 1 hit, but you might want to take off your weapon if you are a melee class, and wait for the, remember we were talking about the moose that came to our rescue? Well, we get the moose is back, but this is the baby moose, and the moose has to hit Gangules, make sure he has the buff on him, and then it takes like 500% damage. Look at that 2 million hit, and I wish I did that all the time. And just hit him after the moose hits him, and you're going to go ahead and get that one done. And if the moose hits him twice, it fails the achievement. But I mean, if the moose really hits him twice, maybe you should be leveling up, because that's kind of crazy. Anyway, the last one here is, I forgot even his name, is the turtle. And this is another one where you just have to hit him, I believe, in just one hit, and it's going to be done. Usually, yeah, Nemesis, there it is, boom, there it is. Achievement, Infernal Ambassadors, too easy. I actually did this achievement guide on my old channel, and it was just really, really horrible. I'll have to, maybe I'll put a link to that in this video. Probably not, actually. I'm kind of embarrassed about that. And next one is called The Meek Shall Inherit Kalimdor, and you have to let the little baby animals get their revenge on the big mean, was it the Fire Lords, I guess. And the first one, whenever you're on a quest to throw the child of Tortola into the lake, you pick one of them up and you throw them on the Flame Terror right here, and it's going to go ahead and give you credit. The Alpine Songbird is going to, if you're fighting Melasgore, just let the Alpine Songbirds attack her for a second, and then you're going to go ahead and get credit for that one. And the next one here is those bears up there, and this one's also real easy, and it's the same thing. Like, I don't really see how, guys, by the way, how is this really getting revenge on them? Because you're throwing baby animals at these gigantic, like, flaming core hounds. This seems kind of silly to me. And the squirrel one will just automatically complete pretty much by the time you complete all of the other quests. It's just like the squirrels nearby, and they'll just throw acorns down and hit the nearby mobs, and it's going to go ahead and do that for you, no problem. I wouldn't really worry about completing that one myself. It's just go ahead and just throw the, as you said before, as I just showed you guys, just throw the bear at one of the sleeping core hounds, and that's going to give you credit for the Hygel bear portion of this. Now, after you get 150 of the Marks of the World tree, you can go ahead and unlock the Shadow Wardens, and this is the one that I usually always unlock first, or I did the first time I did this. And then it goes ahead and it'll give you another quest, and you have to do all of these not only to unlock the next areas so you can complete the achievements, but also you can get credit for the Molten Front offensive, or whatever the other mini meta achievement for this one is. And so just be, as I said before, just be waiting to be doing these, because this is going to be a while. And so after that, you can go ahead and you unlock this next set of the daily quests. And so the first set's in like Hygel, the second set's in here, and then the next set is the Floorworn Spire. And if you unlock the other set, the other 150 ones, I think it's called the Druids of the Talon. The Druids of the Talon instead of the Shadow Wardens. It just takes you into the fire, and it just takes you in another direction. But you can only pick one per day. And so anyway, I just prefer to do the Shadow Wardens one because it's faster. Anyway, so after you get your next 150, and the Shadow Wardens or the Druids of the Flame will unlock a next step of doing the daily quest. And it doesn't really matter which one you do first, really. I think one gives you like one more mark a day. I don't remember which one though. Anyway, so after you do both of those, you will have to do both of them in order to, I guess, like move forward. And so it doesn't really matter ultimately which one you do first. And just make sure you pick up this quest here. And again, like this is it's really just kind of a grind, and it's going to take you maybe like 30 minutes a day, even less than that, honestly, to complete all this stuff, even with all of the ancillary quests. And so I wouldn't really worry too much about it. And usually after you complete each one of those little things, it'll give you a, oh, here it is right there. So after you complete the Druids of the Talon, it'll give you that other option. Now, after you unlock both of those, you have 3 more different like meta things that you have to do, and each one is going to require 125, as we talked about before, Marks of the World tree for each one. And so again, that's 375, and it will take you kind of a while to do this, a little bit longer than the first set, but at least now you have the other dailies that you can do, and so it'll make it a little bit quicker. Whichever one you do first, it's not really that big of a deal, because again, you're going to ultimately have to do all of them. And also after that, pretty much the rest of this is, the Master of the Molten Flow. This is actually really funny because I did a video guide for this a really long time ago, and it really did not go over well. And so the first one, you have to each of these guys do like a special ability, and the first one is this Flamewalker Sentinel here. And what you need to do here, and as soon as he picks you up, you have to get him to low health, and as soon as he picks you up, just kill him, and that's going to give you credit for the Flamewalker Sentinel. And sometimes they won't pick you up even whenever they do get low health. If that happens, just wait like 5 seconds. If they still don't cast the ability on you, just kill them and go to the next one. And I'll show you guys, because that one was relatively easy. And what you want to do is you want to take Res Sickness and then fight them, so your damage is low enough to where you can actually hit them without accidentally killing them in one hit. And so you want to be very careful with that. And so now that I have Res Sickness, the next guy I'm going to fight here is the Flamewalker Hunter. And whenever you get him to a certain percentage of health, as you guys can see, it's not really that low. He'll cast Wild Barrage. Really, all you have to do here is make sure you don't get hit by Wild Barrage. What I found works really well is just moving back and forth, because the spears anticipate your movement, and so it makes it very, very easy. And there it is. I got the the next part of it. Not really that hard to do. Again, it would be very, very annoying to do. It took me a while to figure out the res sickness thing. I don't even know why, but it took me a while to do that before I figured out. Before I figured out to take res sickness. Now the last one here is the Flamewalker Shaman, and what he's going to do is, this one's also really annoying, and it seems like, because he puts like this flame wave on the ground, and the flame wave damages him, but it seems like the ultimate, like the last hit actually has to kill him, and honestly, just try different things. Like right there, I killed him right before the hit killed him, and then another time it killed him earlier and I didn't get credit. Just keep trying different ways, and eventually you'll get it. It's just one of those annoying things that I don't think it's really coded properly, because I completed the criteria and it still didn't give me credit. So anyway, just heads up for that, because it is pretty annoying. And so here it is. I'm going to complete one of these things, and filling up the Moonwell, and that's 125 of those things down to drain. And so anyway, again, you get like a little ancillary quest, and you can go back and do all that. And I think this is what unlocks the Moonwell one, is what unlocked the Legacy of Leyara. And you actually have a quest where you have to go and kill Leyara finally, as I said, put an end to her. And again, you do have to turn the quest, and so just be paying attention to the yellow question marks that are happening, because those are the ones that are really the important ones for getting the bigger meta achievements done. And also there's like, I forgot to say this, but there's like an acorn somewhere around in the Forlorn Spire area near where the Druids of the Talon are, and it has a exclamation point on it. Pick that one up too, because it unlocks not only does it unlock an extra daily quest, but it also is a part of the criteria for the Molten Front Offensive meta achievement. And so here it is. Just go down to where it says on the quest tracker, and just kill Leyara. And again, it's not like I really need help, but Archdruid Hamul, and I think Malfurion came too, because he's back. He's back for fucking vengeance. Even though he's a druid and he's supposed to be not all into that life, he is. Okay, just for this one bitch, got her done. Legacy of Leyara, and you get a thing in the mail, and it turns you into Flame Druid. It's pretty cool to have, and so I would recommend maybe you might want to check that out as well. Now, also after that, you go ahead and you get these other two done. Mark of the World Tree, not really that hard. Again, this is just time, and you get about 25 a day. I don't really want to say it's exactly 25. It's even a little bit more, but a lot of them also give you an extra quest you can do. So this one right here, after you do this one here, it unlocks this daily quest from that person here, Rickett, or the dwarf next to her, and so that makes it a little bit easier as well. And so just again, you want to turn these in as soon as you get them. You don't want to save up all your things and then turn them all in at the same time, because these are the last the threshold ones that you have to do. Now, next one is called Fireside Chat, and this is what I was telling you guys about earlier with actually doing. So you have to get that quest, Commander Jared's Shadow Song, and go down to that question mark and do this quest line up to Twilight Riot. I think I actually completed the Slash and Burn quest, and then after that, it should unlock Jared's Shadow Song and actually show up in the Molten Front. But until then, he will not actually show up, and there he is right there. And so you just talk to him. Usually you just interact with them, and they'll have like a little with the little thing over their head, or not over their head in the chat bar right there. I can't even think of what it is. A chat bubble right there. And so you just click on the chat bubble. This is where all of them are. And I honestly cannot pronounce half of these people's names, and so hopefully you guys will figure it out. General, Moonfall, something, whatever. And so anyway, next guy is Malfurion Storm Rage. I can do that one. I've been doing that one for like 10 years. And so anyway, go ahead and talk to him. And then there's this one. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to try with that. The guy next to the other guy, that's where Archdruid Hamul is, sitting in there in his little hut, recovering from flame burns. Then Mato Claw. Talk to her, and these are real simple to do. It's not like this is hard to do, but some of these different NPCs are only unlocked whenever you unlock certain parts. And so this one right here, you can only really do this one until you can't do it until you unlock the Druids of the Talon. And so you talk to her, Thistly, and this one again, you have to do the few more quests, and go ahead and just talk to him and or her. And then there's, I think this is the last one here. And you have to talk to her. You have to unlock the Shadow Warden's part here, because this is a Forlorn Spire. And so you do have to do some of the other quests, but as I said before, you have to eventually do all of them. And so don't really worry about what rate you do them at. And so this next one here, this one is really annoying. And you have to go through the into the fire, and then wait till you get the Fire in the Skies. It's like the quest here, and it's going to put you on the Flamehawk. Firehawk. And what you're going to do is you're going to fly over to like this other, it's basically like mini Firelands, and you're going to just pretty much have to throw down these fire things and just kill the mobs around here. But there's, I think it's like 6 different mobs that you have to kill. You have to tag them, and 3 of them will randomly appear each day. And I think like most of them are just different Fireward guys. And there it is, Death from Above. There's the achievement, that's what it's called. And so you'll see them. They'll be pretty easy to find. And 3 will spawn each day. And see, there's one right there. And so all you have to do is hit them. You don't have to kill them. You just have to hit them. And then that's going to go ahead and give you credit for it. As you guys can see down there at the bottom, I just got credit for it. And so there's going to be 3 that spawn each day. Sometimes the quest is not available, but if the quest is available, what you can do is you hold on to the quest. Don't actually turn the quest in. Just hold on to it until actually, and those guys are right there. I don't know what the hell that guy is doing. He's not helping us at all. He's just dancing around. Anyway, so then there's this next guy here, Heat Flare, and again, there's 6 of them, and 3 can spawn each day, and it's random. And so don't think that you're going to be able to get this done in 2 days. While it is possible, it is still unlikely. And so hold on to this quest. Don't actually do the quest. Don't actually turn the quest in, and then come back the next day and see if you can get on the Firehawk again and fly around and see if the new ones have spawned, because it is possible for that to work. And so that's like my best tip to help you guys actually complete this a little bit quicker, because this one can be really, really annoying to do, especially like you've got like 2 or 3 different levels of RNG. The Fires in the Sky quest is not available every day, and then also the correct elemental that you need is also not available every day. And so while you would turn it in, don't turn it in. It's real simple. So damn, this has actually gone by real quick. The last quest here, or achievement here, is called Ready for Raiding. Is that 2? Is it 2 or 3? Can't read it from here. Anyway, you just have to talk to this guy. It's like this is like the ultimate, like the last quest, and you have to fight this guy. Boom, just got credit for that. I'll tell you guys the secret to getting this one done is you just kill each one in 1 hit, and it's real simple. You don't have to worry about avoiding any attacks, because how are they going to cast an attack if they're dead? Okay, they're not shamans, they can't reincarnate. It's going to be easy. It's a joke. So just kill them in 1 hit. No real point explaining each one of them. Just make sure you kill them as soon as they spawn. And I did one more just to be safe. And so again, Ancient Firelord, boom, you're dead. I don't even want to fucking look at him anymore. He's done. Okay. And so guys, that's actually all the achievements. This went really, really quick. I thought it would be a lot longer, probably because I've been talking the whole time. So there it is. See this? See, remember what I talked about at the beginning of the video? That this would be you. Now this is you. This is you. Now that you've finished all the achievements, you are the Flamebreaker. The flames have been broken. Congratulations. I hope this guide helped you, because it's taken me a really, really long time. And so I really do hope that it did. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.